Hey, it's Dan at ReadyEdgeGo. Today we're going to be covering the top 4 college app myths. Myth number 1, if I have really strong GPA and strong SAT scores, I'm going to get in. Wow, that's absolutely wrong in a lot of different contexts, but although it really depends on which schools you apply to nowadays, schools are looking for students that are really well-rounded. The fact of the matter is a lot of students have the same SAT scores and the same GPAs, and that's not going to be what they accept you for. Instead, nowadays, they really look for the overall profile. What different activities did you engage in? What kind of awards and accolades did you earn? How did you show yourself as a leader, demonstrate yourself as a leader during your time in high school? So there are many other factors that count toward your overall admissions decision. Myth number 2, they don't even read your application. This one usually comes up when you start writing your personal statements, and boy is it wrong. Just like myth number 1, it's incredibly false. In fact, it's so false that UC Berkeley recently issued a notice on their website specifically noting all applications are read in their entirety by professionally trained readers. That means we review each application in its entirety, word by word, page by page. Many applications are read 2 or even 3 times. The reality is the reader must read your entire application to understand the overall context of who you are. Sure, you might have great numbers as in GPA and test scores, but it doesn't really matter because ultimately what's going to set you apart is everything else. Myth number 3, senior grades don't matter. This one was invented by whoever created senioritis. But the reality is your senior grades actually do matter. And the reason why I say that is because oftentimes nowadays a lot of colleges will actually come back and check with you, obviously via email or over the application portal, to see what your grades are after your first semester in senior year. Now, if you slacked off and you didn't do so well, and they see a downward trend in terms of your grades and a lack of effort, they can rescind their offers. Basically, after the colleges had already accepted them, and then they saw the senior year performance or lack of performance, they would actually take that offer back. So definitely don't fall for this one, and trust me, I know senior year is almost over, high school's almost over, but you got to start strong and you got to end strong if you want to see some really good results. Myth number 4, choosing undeclared as a major will make me look bad. Look, a lot of students feel like if they choose undeclared, they seem like they have no sense of direction, and I've found this belief to be particularly potent among parents who love to just kind of, with the idea of making sure that their kids already know what they want to do and choose one single career path and stick with for the rest of their lives. Guys, the reality is this simply isn't true. In fact, it's pretty common knowledge, especially among admissions readers, that students don't really know what they want. The national statistics shows that 80% of students actually change majors, and the average number of major changes is 3 per student. So when an admissions reader actually is looking over your application, they don't really pay specific attention to the fact that you're undeclared, but rather they want to look at your potential as a student, as a leader, as maybe a combination of both, and they're not too concerned with the fact that you're undeclared. Alright, that's pretty much it for the myths. If you guys found this video to be helpful at all, please subscribe, like, or comment. Otherwise, keep it real. I'll see you guys next time.